Thank you, Oireachtas, and thanks to the independent group for bringing forward this motion. It allows me the opportunity to highlight some public transport difficulties that people in County Wexford have been faced with. I had occasion during the summer to write to Bus Éireann Minister regarding the high number of cancellations to the Wexford bus services. A good example of this serious disruption is illustrated in the period from the 9th of July to the 25th of July, when I believe there were a total of 38 services either to or from Wexford which were cancelled, and often at very short notice. These cancellations caused significant disruption for many passengers, and in particular those who made Bus Éireann a central part of their plans to get to and from Dublin Airport during the holiday season. Now, I understand that a 6 a.m. departure from Dublin Airport to Wexford on July 23rd was cancelled, but a tweet to inform customers of this cancellation wasn't posted until 6 hours later at 12 midday. The practice was repeated on many other occasions, and a public announcement not being made until after scheduled departures had passed. The sheer volume of cancellations and providing such late notice of same shows blatant disregard for customers on behalf of Bus Éireann, and also brings into question the effectiveness of the contingency planning at Bus Éireann. People need an explanation, Minister, as to why so many services in Wexford were cancelled, and people also need to know how Bus Éireann intend to prevent this problem going forward, so as that County Wexford commuters and holidaymakers can have confidence in the service which is supposed to be provided. Government policy has been aimed towards moving people away from cars and onto public transport, and both the carrot and stick are being used. The carrot is the reduction in fares, and the stick is the increased carbon taxes, making travelling by private cars more expensive. However, for many parts of rural Ireland, the public transport system is just not a viable alternative to using a private car. These random and short-notice cancellations do nothing to promote public transport as a feasible alternative in County Wexford. Another area of public transport which is wholly inadequate in County Wexford is the rail service. Journey times from Wexford to Dublin on the rail line are no better from Wicklow onwards than they were in the late 1800s, with Wexford services often crawling from Greystones to Connolly due to the timetable dispatching slow-running darts in the way of the Wexford service. Now, if you were in Wexford, the only way to get to any part of the country by rail is to go via Dublin. We have a railway line from Wexford to Waterford lying idle since 2010. Irish Rail ran this line into the ground until they had driven so many passengers away it was closed in 2010 when the Green Party were in government. Back to the Dublin-Rosslare line. On a weekday, the earliest train to arrive in Wexford from Dublin isn't until the afternoon, arriving at 7 minutes past midday into Wexford town. No morning arrivals. On a weekday, there are 5.5 hours between trains. Departure from Rosslare at 7:20 a.m. and no further departure until 12:55 p.m. Now, I welcome attempts to incentivise people to use public transport through low fares. But in addition to low fares, because of the housing crisis and the inability of people to find accommodation in our cities, more than ever we now need to seriously look at a high-speed rail network starting from Wexford to Dublin. 10,000 commuters a day, Oireachtas, leave Wexford on their daily commute to work, mostly by car, and by providing a rail incentive to get people out of their cars through reliable services, faster journey times, we need high-speed services with better connectivity around the country. Thank you.